time with another episode of Watch in the Box. What's in the box? Is it a severed head or is it a wristwatch? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. And now, without further ado, watch in the box! Watch in the box! Chop this thing open and see what we're talking about. Da-da-da. Well, I'm seeing some bubble wrap for sure. And I'm seeing a green booklet. Da-da-da. Oh, it's got my arm! Just kidding. Here she comes! Here she comes. Anybody guess what that green book is? Woo! Yeah, you got it. Boom. So, what we have here is an extract from the archives from Audemars Piguet. Let's see what else we have, shall we? So we've got the Audemars Piguet service box. So whenever you service a watch at Audemars Piguet facility in Clearwater, they send the watch back in this very cool Audemars Piguet travel and sort of travel and storage box. So what are we looking at here? We are looking at a very special watch, believe it or not. So this is a Rubber Clad Offshore, an Audemars Piguet Rubber Clad Offshore Chronograph. These were actually discontinued about 5 years ago, maybe? What I can tell you right out of the gate when I look at this watch is this watch has recently been serviced at AP and has a brand new bezel. How do we know that? Because this bezel is brand spanking new. It doesn't look like it's ever been used. There's no marks, no dings, no dents, nothing like that on the bezel. Not only that, but when we take a close look at the pushers and the rubber ring around the winding crown, with age, these things get worn down and the chronograph pushers even can get really hard and shiny and they can crack. The worst part about it is whenever you have an example like that, the only way to get it made fresh is to send it to AP, where it costs about $1,500 for a new rubber bezel and new pushers. Let's take a look at this extract from the archive. So as you can see, there's no original box set here, which is kind of a bummer, but box sets are available for purchase on eBay all day long, right? But what I do have, more excitingly, is an Audemars Piguet service receipt. Not only the service receipt, but also the warranty card. And what this service receipt tells me is that this watch was serviced on August 2020 at a cost of $2,830. I apologize, folks. I had told you the service was $1,500. The service itself is $1,500, but the refinishing of the case, the extract from the archives, the replacement of the rubber bezel and the pushers and all that kind of stuff, that's an extra $935. So the total for the full service on this, again, you've got basically a brand new watch here, was $2,830, including sales tax. And when you buy this watch from our website, from us, secondtime.com, you're gonna get this watch with the original service receipt. You're gonna get this watch with the original service warranty card, which has a UR code that when you scan this, you will be able to put this watch in your own account and be able to track it on your account, and this warranty will follow with it as well. And although this doesn't have the original warranty certificate, what it does have is it has the archival certificate. And according to this archival certificate, we've got the reference number, we've got the serial number, and we've got the original date of purchase, which according to this was 2001, making this rubber clad probably one of the very first offshore rubber clads ever made. But if you're looking at this, you can tell there's something different about this rubber clad, and that's the stainless steel offshore bracelet. The stainless steel rubber clad that we're looking at was never available on a stainless steel bracelet. It was always sold with the rubber sports strap and the folding diploid buckle. This particular example is fitted with the original AP Offshore bracelet, which weighs about half a ton, but just gives so much more presence to this watch. And what's also awesome about this example is it includes all the extra links as well. So with all these links, this watch will fit up to an 8-inch plus wrist. And right now, I think it's sized to fit probably my baby wrist. So let's take a look, shall we? Let's see. you know? Whew. Look at that. Oh, God. I may have to keep this for myself, truth be told, because it really is a beautiful specimen. Wow. 42 millimeter stainless steel case, black rubber bezel and matching rubber pushers, and you got that rubber walnut, sort of hex nut around the winding crown. Check that out. So this was available in two variations. There's a white dial with silver subdials, and there's the black dial with silver subdials, which I find a lot easier to read as far as the chronograph and find a lot more legible. Again, I want you guys to take a really close look at the condition, and you can see this watch was completely refinished after returning while at the AP Service Center in Clearwater, and it doesn't look like it was ever worn since that refinish, right? It's one thing to say your watch was refinished in August 2020, but if you've worn it every day since then and there's, you know, chunks out of the bezel, what difference does it make? But in fact, this piece, it would appear that upon returning from service, it was rarely, if ever, worn. And just take a look at those screws, take a look at that rubber. You know, one of the things we're looking for is for this rubber to be soft and pliable, because when it gets old, it gets shiny and it gets hard, and that's when it starts to crack and get sort of icky looking. So this to me is just an outstanding example, complete with the archival certificate, complete with the warranty service paperwork, as well as the warranty card, which is a 2-year warranty from AP. So while you can't buy this watch new any longer, this is the next best thing to new, in that the watch is still under the factory warranty, and you know exactly when it was originally purchased, and you know exactly when it was serviced. So this is what makes me excited when I can see pieces like this. You go out and you look for rubber clads, and there's a handful of them out there. They've got boxes. Very rarely do they actually have all the boxes, papers, booklets, and are in this kind of condition. You know, I mean, literally, this is pretty much new old stock condition. So, like I said, yeah, it doesn't have the original box, nor does it have the original papers, but it does have the extract from the archives and the service receipt, which to me is worth a lot more than any of that other stuff, because all that other stuff can be purchased on eBay. So there you have it, folks. This is just an amazing example. I challenge you to go find another rubber clad offshore on a stainless steel bracelet. Just to give you an idea, these bracelets are about $3,500 just to purchase them. And if you want, you can still put this watch on the rubber strap with the stainless steel folding buckle, and it'll be the same watch, it'll just be on the rubber strap the way it normally comes and the way you usually see it. But I'm super excited to bring you this one because you so rarely see a rubber clad on a stainless steel bracelet. This watch will be available on secondtime.com within about 24 hours. And hopefully by the time you see this, it'll be live. There you have it. This is another episode of Watch in the Box. Watch in the Box. We are so glad you joined us. Thank you so much for checking us out. Remember to subscribe, to like, and to comment on our videos. Check out our social media channels below. And make sure to keep checking us out as we get new watches arriving daily. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a great day.